Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about the photocell resistor, right? So we are going to put it together and I'm going to show you how to put it together, and then I'm going to show you what it does when it's detecting light, right? Okay, so let's get started. Here we go. So of course we are going to need a few items, right? Yeah, we are going to need the photocell resistor itself. And here it is. It's a little tiny device, as you can see right here. And it's got that little round top there, and it's got two little legs, almost like a little alien guy, kind of like, okay. And so we are going to connect him. We're going to connect this little photocell resistor to the alligator clips. So one end will go onto the alligator clips like this, the white. So today I have white and red. Remember, I was using the red for the 3V because it's the 3V pin, because the 3V pin is our power source, right? So we want to make sure we get some power. And when I think of power, I think of heat. When I think of heat, I think of red. So that's my reasoning behind that. So I have red and white. I'm trying to hook him up here so you can see. Got him. No, not quite. Got him. Okay, so now I have him all connected together, and he is ready to be connected to the microbit. Okay, so on our microbit here, remember, on our microbit, okay, on the microbit, we want to make sure that we are connecting our white wire to either the 0, the 1, or the 2 pin right here, okay? And then our red will be connected to our 3V pin right over here on the end. All right, so let's connect that together. So our white will go to 0. No, I'm sorry, to the 1 pin. It's going to go to the 1 pin, which is right here. Got him. So now he's all connected. And then our red is going to go to the 3V pin, which is right here. So we're going to connect him, and now he's all connected. A good solid connection so that when we play it, it'll work, right? So we have our photocell resistor connected to the microbit. Now then, okay, so now that we have the photocell resistor all connected to the microbit, let's talk about our little bitty tester program, which we've already created for the pressure sensor device, but we're going to use the same exact program to test the photocell resistor. So in Microsoft over here, we're going to have our little project, okay? And if you're creating a new test project and you want to call it Test Photocell Resistor, that's okay. So we're going to click on our basic, get our forever, right? And then we're going to click on our set value. So we need to go in and find our set value, which is going to be in variables, correct? So set value 2, right? And then we have to set our pin. So that is going to be under advanced, under pins. So we'll click analog read pin 0. And we're going to change that to 1 because this should be read pin 1. And then we are going to go back and show value, show number. Okay, and we want to show our value. So we're going to click on variables again and get our value. And we're going to connect our 2 pins here with the little red dots. And now we have it set. So you can see if I run it on the emulator, my 1 pin is showing, and I can take light sensing. I can take the photosensor. So remember, the very, very dimmest is going to be at the bottom, midpoint is going to be in the middle, and the highest will be at the top of the pin. Okay, so now let's download this and let's get it onto the microbit and show you what it looks like. So now that we have downloaded our testing program for our light sensor, we are going to connect it to the microbit here. So now we're going to download our tester program onto the microbit. And here you can see that my microbit is working. You can see him flashing that little light, right? And I just heard the dump. So that means it is working. And now we see a bunch of numbers scrolling across the screen. So it's already sensing the light. You can tell it's sensing light. And when we do our activity, we want to make sure that we're doing the three tests. We want to test for no light detection, minimal light detection, and full light detection. And right now it is at 1008. So it is pretty full, okay? And you can see there's like a lot of light going on. So we are going to cover this little guy up and see if we can make a different detection here. So you can see we have minimal, there's just a little bit of light, and I will do my best to make it completely cover up. So let me find a little container here I can cover over it. All right. And then we are going to cover it completely up and see if that works. Well, it didn't completely happen, but it went down some. It went down to 600, 698. It's still detecting light. But we still have it at a lower one, as low as I can get it. I suppose I could turn the lights off. Ooh, now it's really dark in here. Let's see if it's seeing anything. Oh, the numbers have changed. Look there. The numbers are down to 300, 222, 316, 316. So it got 315. It's getting darker and darker, okay? So you can see how it detects the light. Pretty nifty, huh? So now we are going to go and we're going to write a program, the tryout program, and make arrows show when it detects and doesn't detect light. So as you are going through and testing your ranges, remember you're going to put your ranges in here. So you'll make a copy or download this PDF and then open it up, your own copy, into Cami and type in your ranges that you found over here. You're detecting no light, minimal light, and full light. Okay? When we're finished with that, we're going to try this code over here. So forever, if the analog read pin 0 is greater than 600, then show down arrow, else show up arrow. So we'll go over here to the Microsoft code. I'm going to make a new one. So we're going to remember, we're going to name it A2-1-photo resistor. I'm sorry, it's Photocell resistor and your last name. And mine's Lyra, so I'm going to put Lyra. Then we're going to click create. Okay, now we are going to use the forever, so we'll get rid of the start to keep our environment neat and clean and tidy. And so we have forever, and then we're going to use the if, then, else. So we're going to go and click on our logic drawer and pull out an if, then, or else. Now, again, we need to have some kind of condition here. So in our logic drawer, we need to get our comparison because remember, if it's greater than 600, then it's going to show the down arrow. So we want to go and we're going to click and add our little dots there together and add our comparison. Now, let's check it out here. Analog read pin. If analog read pin. So where do we find that one? Under our advanced, in the pins, analog read pin. We're going to pull and we're going to connect our dots at the very first right here. So if analog read pin and 0, it's pin 0, is greater than 600, so I need to put 600 in there, then it's going to show a down arrow. So you can either do this one of two ways. You can click on a show leads and draw an arrow, okay? Or you can click the icon, the show icon, and use that little arrow that is right, where's that? Right here. I don't like that one as well. I don't think it's as cute as mine, so I'm not going to use it. And then else, it's going to be an upwards arrow. So we're going to add another show LED under the else and create our upward arrow, right? be real quick here. Make a little arrow. There we go. Okay. Now let's test it out over here on the emulator. So click the refresh button. And right now it is less than 600. So of course it's not greater than 600. Then it's going to be an arrow up. And again, you can see our pin is marked over here on the emulator. So we know we're working with pin 0. And if you use your mouse and click on the different sections at 108, we're still arrow up. Click at the middle, a little bit higher, 519, still not quite there. Bingo. We click the highest amount. So we're at full light in the house. Okay, we're back. So we wrote our little program, we downloaded it, now let's test it out. And I still have it dark, so let's see how it goes. Remember, if it's greater than 600, the arrow is down. Everything else, the arrow is up. There we go. All right. So it's showing us an arrow up. It's showing us an arrow up. Do you see all these wires here? Oh, but you know what? Remember in the program, we changed it from pin 1 to pin 0. Guess what we forgot to do here? And that's why it's not working. So let's switch our white pin. I'm going to take the white one because it's on pin 1 and we're going to move it to pin 0. Okay, because that's what our code tells us to do. It is still arrow up because everything less than 600 is going to be arrow up, right? So what if we start to take stuff off our resistor? There we go. Down, up, down, up. So you can see, and I'm using my handy dandy 3D pencil holder I made to make my light changes, okay? So we got up, down. All right, guys, and that is what you guys are going to work on, and I hope you're having fun, and we can keep the lights dim, so good luck with this. Thanks, guys.